I love books. I love the written word. And, there seems to be it's paradoxical that I'm loving books, but I'm cutting them up.
Mhm.
I love writers, I love words, but I'm taking the words out. So, a friend of mine would you could call it, well, I'm creating visual poetry. I'm a visual artist, so I'm using words to create art in who I am, a visual
Mhm.
artist. I mean, it's another, you could look at it from a lot of different angles. It seems like a contradiction, and I still, I still think about it, or I'm asked about it. To me, it doesn't seem like a contradiction, and I don't, it to me it makes sense. This is, the first book I cut up. I mean, and it could be this another angle. It was really hard the first time it seemed like I was destroying a book. I started to draw on it. I started to draw on a book, and that was the first time I did it. That was hard. The first time to cut up a book, it was hard. And because I fear doing it, I wanted to do it. Like, oh, okay, you don't, it's like you don't do this. You're not supposed. There was like, okay, you don't do this to books.
Mhm.
You know, and in a way, it was like, well, why not? I want to do it. It was, there was a little, okay, I remember in the beginning, it was difficult. It was like, this is scary to do.
Mhm. Something to step over, and then you start to.
Yeah. It was like, there's like you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do, in my head, you shouldn't do this. You don't do this to books, and especially books I love. And I'm you could say, well, it's not about, and it could address, it brings up so many different issues. Like, okay, does the work touch on books banned by the Nazis? Um, does it, is it memorializing books? So
Mhm.
it does, it raises, I like work that raises all these questions, and there aren't any clear answers.